So, yun yung point ko ron eh. Masyado namang hindi ka na presidente, daldal ka pa rin ng daldal dyan na para makakala mo hindi ka tatablan. O ngayon susubukan natin kung hindi ka tatablan ng kaso. Napakagaan ng kasong final ko, pero pag ikaw tinablad dyan, talaga namang bitis niya sa Davao. Sowing intrigues and planting evidence nung siya ay prosecutor. Ano yun? Lahat joke yun? Kaya siguro okay lang yun. Ginawa niya sa kanyang termino bilang presidente dahil siya ultimately he is responsible for running the country during the time. Pero ngayon hindi. Iba na presidente. So it's either he shut up or he just wait for the elections and show his might. But rallying our people in the wrong direction, using the wrong false pretenses, na para bang rallying the public using false pretenses, para foul naman yun because, you know, the freedom of speech is not absolute and it has to be tempered and done within the limits of the law.
Gerald, just going back to this, something enough is enough. Obviously, we can have a long conversation about the 6 months of Duterte's term. We had Senator Trillanes also on our show, constantly reminding us, hindi lang sa mga budol, but yung mga lumabas sa Quadcom na kung ano-ano, di ba? About yung mga potential involvement with illegal drugs and yung mga anomalya na nangyari sa panundigong. But the thing is, he has not been a president for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Last year palang January, he started the year by threatening essentially destabilization, threatening separation of Mindanao. You were based in Mindanao back then. And then throughout the year, hindi lang siya, pati yung anak niya, ang kasalukuyan ng vice-presidente. I don't know how you want to put it, a conditional assassination threat. It doesn't work that way. So when you say enough is enough, it's also about itong attack nila ng sunod-sunod sa ating Pangulo at saka ating mga top leaders, at least since last year, right?
Alam mo kasi, Richard, yung limits ng decency naman, universal yan eh. Yung limits ng decency lang, especially among leaders, especially among people na marami ang naniniwala. So, yun yung point ko ron eh. Masyado namang hindi ka na presidente, daldal ka pa rin ng daldal dyan na para makakala mo hindi ka tatablan. O ngayon susubukan natin kung hindi ka tatablan ng kaso. Napakagaan ng kasong final ko, pero pag ikaw tinablad dyan, talaga namang...
What is your case again, just to remind for people who know?
Unlawful utterances. Maliwanag. Tapos inciting to sedition. Because he is just fomenting chaos in our country. Binigyan na siya ng 6 years eh. Bakit ba hindi siya makapaghintay uli ng another 6 years? At kung gusto niya patakbuhin kung sino man dyan sa mga anak niya o sa mga kamag-anak niya o sa kaalyado niya, di maghintay sila ng 2028. Actually, itong 2025, pwede niya patakbuhin ng mga lahat ng kaalyado niya. Tinatakbo niya nga. He can do the campaigning, but limit it, temper it within the bounds of the law.
General, what is, sa tingin, ano ba yung issue dito? Kasi you were based in Davao, you know this family very well. We'll talk about other people related to him, Kibuloy, Harry Roque later on. Ano yun, hindi niya matanggap na wala na sila sa poder? Ito ba yung issue niya talaga? Power trip ba to? Or power hungry ba to? Hindi ko maintindihan. Bakit siya ganyan?
Masyado na sila naging komportable na talagang absolute sila, nag-Diyos ang tingin nila sa sarili nila. Na anything they do, anything they say, they can't go wrong. No? Pero hindi ganun eh. May mga taong hindi naman lahat nasisiyahan eh. Siyempre, may butante nga ang mga kalaban nila. Sige, sabihin natin na palagi silang panalo. Pero tingnan mo nga naman yan. O bakit hindi niya patakbuhin ang sarili kung talagang malakas sila eh. Bakit kailangan ang tatay mismo ang tatakbo laban dun sa pagka-mayor eh.
Yeah.
Matanda na nga siya eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? Patakbuhin niya mga anak niya para malaman natin kung talagang tanggap nga ng buong Davao City ang pamilya niya. Wala ba siyang confidence na kanyang mga anak, na mananalo ang mga anak niya?
Mukhang wala eh. Mukhang wala eh.
Di ba? So, yan pa lang, sa puntong yan, medyo makapag-isip na tayo na something's wrong. He has to put his own house in order first before he start fomenting chaos dito sa other parts of the country or the whole country in itself.
So can we say, I mean, to use their favorite term, destabilizer na ba ang mga Dutertes, basically? Well, that's the term they used to deploy against any critics back in the day.
Yan kasi mga terms na wala namang legal basis.
Walang legal basis, but
Ayan, opinion siya, opinionated. So at this point, I do believe that my opinion does not matter. Ang sa akin lang tinitingnan dito, nung final ko ang kaso, I saw a violation of law. So yun lang ang basehan ko, I saw a violation of law.
And when it comes to the Dutertes, General, do you think worried din sila na baka this could be their downfall and existential threat? May sense of desperation ba sa tingin niyo on their part?
Hindi ako makapag-speculate eh, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to speculate din also. Pero tingnan natin, nalalapit ang election, di ba? The Patriarch Duterte is still running. Hindi niya mai-hand over sa kanyang mga anak ang renda ng Davao City. So maybe it speaks a lot. So at the end of the day, it will be the people of Davao City who will be determining make their voices heard on this coming election.
Well, this is a politically sensitive question. I mean, you're free always not to answer me, General. Still, there is a possibility that the ICC warrants of arrest could come this year. I mean, again, it's speculative at this point in time. Nasunog kami. Can you say that the Philippine National Police is ready to enforce if ever the DOJ clears this, if the Philippine government clears this?
Well, ang Philippine National Police naman susunod lang yan sa kung ano ang iutos sa kanya. Especially yung mga legal na utos, syempre.
Right.
Nung time niya nga, may mga illegal orders nga dahil ito mga orders na hindi nga niya maamin sa Quadcom, di ba? Sumunod nga ang mga
Right.
pulis Let's not sugarcoat anything. Let's stop sugarcoating things now. Talagang susunod ang pulis sa kung sino ang nagutos, especially ang nagutos ay duly constituted authority. So pag inutusan ng PNP na implement ang warrant, what warrant is that, pag sinabi ng gobyerno natin na ang warrant na ay valid at yan ay dapat i-enforce, we will enforce it.
The reason I ask it, again, I know this is sensitive, is because yung concern ng ibang tao is magkakaroon ng gulo dahil loyal daw yung mga pulis sa Davao sa kanya, ganun-ganun. But from my understanding, reconfigurations have been taking place to make sure rule of law prevails.
Ang pulis, I would like to believe na ang pulis ay professional. Sumusunod yan sa batas. Susunod yan sa duly constituted authority. So we always hope for the best. But we are prepared for the worst.
Speaking of preparing for the worst, I mean, General, you also went at least against one of their, I don't know how do you call them, trolls, propagandists, whatever. Kasi grabe, last year yung mga attack sa inyo, personal, it was crazy all over the place. Kaya daming bilib na bilib sa inyo, General. You keep your stoicism under all of the kind of pressure. Naalala ko, may time na may mga memes sa'yo na minor ka daw. Mina ka, parang napisi. So you weathered, forget about storm, like 10 tornadoes at once. Nevertheless, was this also another case of enough is enough? Kasi parang ang ginawa nila is parang pinapalabas na nasa ospital po kayo, nasa emergency room na kayo.
Ito kasi, I believe that they crossed the line on that matter. Actually, for so long, ang dami nilang pinagagawa. Game lang naman ako eh. Yung ginawa nilang meme na may sungay ako and nasa impyerno, ay ginawa ko mga profile pic.
Right.
Pero yung apektado na ang
Pamilya,
pamilya,
yeah.
I think people can identify with that. Bakbakan tayo, pero may mga limits tayo, may mga boundaries tayo. Ang hindi kasali yan because you really won't like it. Pag ako naman ang pumanti dyan sa ganyan na hindi kasali, isasali ko rin.
Right.
Di ba? Pero hindi tayo ganun eh. We went to the recourses provided for by law.
So, is this a cyber libel case?
Yeah, cyber libel.
The reason I ask that is, of course, I come from the media, and this is a sensitive issue. I was hoping Attorney Star would stick around kanina because we have this case kung saan, this doesn't apply to you, obviously, but, may na-criticize sa akin, i-cyber libel nila agad. And sometimes they say the process is punishment, meaning kasi mahal yung kaso, ganun-ganun. Obviously, in your case, what you're saying is that enough is enough. Talagang below the belt na yung mga attacks, apektado yung family niyo. What I want to say here, General, is that from the outside, how do you reassure people na hindi ito yung parang ma-weaponize ng mga ibang opisyales, or they might not get ideas from you, and then any criticism, any satire will be facing a cyber law case?
Ang dami naman nilang ginawa na before. May kinasuhan ba ako? Wala naman eh. Ngayon lang. Kasi nga, yun nga sabi ko, don't cross the line. Game tayo dyan, kahit ano sabihin nyo, most hated man, may lumabas na naman ngayon is the most corrupt police officer, mga ganon.
Story, yeah.
The most incompetent police officer, may retired nga na general dyan na pag sa akin, pinapabaya ako eh.
Right.
Hindi ko na nga pinapatulan because, well, sige lang, barat ka lang dyan, sir. No problem, we'll listen to you kung ano man ang gusto mong sabihin because at the end of the day, you had your time and I don't think you succeeded. So, maybe in areas where you failed, maybe we'll succeed. So, yun na lang ang pinaka-the best na ganti na lang dyan sa kanilang mga